What's going on, guys? Super excited for today's video because we're finally going to be installing a part that I purchased like 4 months ago and just haven't gotten around to installing it, and it's honestly become one of my favorite things to install on my trucks. Also, I don't know which one of y'all flipped the switch, but winter is officially over. Summer is here in full effect. It's freaking hot today, and unfortunately, like every 20-30 seconds there's like 20-mile-per-hour gust of wind, so audio is completely shot. We're gonna have to do this install in the basement. Just wrapped up a video with Chomper, so we gotta get Chomper out. We'll get the Coyote in. I'll show you all what we're gonna be installing today. By now, we are doing the soft roll-up tonneau cover, bed cover, whatever you want to call it. I have genuinely really enjoyed every single truck that I've put one of these on. It just makes the bed a lot more useful for my specific needs, as well as a truck like this. We're going for the whole street truck kind of look. This is really going to add to that, and it's going to make it look really, really sweet, as well as, like I said, it's going to make it a lot more useful for me. This one specifically is a Gator brand. I've used a couple of the American tonneau covers. I think they're all pretty much the exact same thing, just different branding on them, around that $300 mark. It's a must-do in my opinion. It helps the look, and as well as it dramatically increases the usability of the truck bed for my needs. I will say it's funny, you know, I am a short bed kind of truck guy. I never owned a long bed. I just prefer the short bed look. But this is why we get made fun of, because the bed cover for this bed is longer than the bed itself. I know it rolls out, but these beds are so tiny, they're barely even usable, but they look amazing. So anyways, let's go ahead and unbox this thing and get the install started. So here's all the parts that we're gonna need for this install. So obviously it's gonna be super easy. Starting off, gotta put these little cushions on. Peel these off. These are for the rails. Just line them up, stick them on there. We're gonna start off by installing our driver's side rail that we just put those cushions on. You're basically just gonna line it up like this. You're gonna have to squish it, push it that way so the little pad squishes, because you want it to be far enough forward the tailgate can shut, but you want it back enough to where it's a nice, secure seal. That way water doesn't get through right here. But essentially, we're just gonna line it up and then take our little clamps, 3 per side, which you're gonna hook underneath the bed rail and hold this secure. That's a 1/2 inch, so let's go ahead and loosen these up. As you see, it's got 2 different positions where it can lock into in order to clamp this down, which is what's gonna squeeze your bed rail and hold this guy on there. So let's go ahead and get this placed up. We'll get one on there for starters. Just hold it into place. And it's got little grooves on the inside for it to kind of bite into. Just enough to, like I said, hold it. And then we want it perfectly flush. I like these nice and low, which they are low profile, but you can kind of tweak them to where the overlap is just laying on the bed rail, and it looks perfect. You just got to get it equal all the way across. Just like that. Same deal on the passenger side. Just go ahead and line it up with that bed rail like you want it. Just push it towards the front of the truck. Take you one of your clamps, throw it in the middle, help hold it for now, and then of course you can go back and fine tune it exactly where you want it, even after you put the cover on. Once you go back and adjust it exactly where you think it needs to be, you can go ahead and tighten it down. It's good to have the front clamp or the rear clamp closest to the back to keep this really secure. Then one in the middle, then obviously as far up in the front as you can. That way it's secure all the way down. Now we got these little tension blocks. Obviously you see 1, 4, 3, 2, and you can just adjust these to make it fit perfectly. We're gonna go with the 3, 2 on the bottom, just slide it into place right there. And that should give us the desired length for it to be nice and straight and tight. I forgot to mention, once you put this block in, the bottom's gonna poke through. Take this little locking key, push it through there. That way it locks it into place. Now you just want to take the supplied bolt, pull this little rubber piece back, slide your bolt in, put that back. Now we're going to lay our tonneau cover on. You see this little flap, that's going to lay over the top of this bed rail so that it is waterproof. Take your bolts, push them to each end. And we're just going to slide them in those holes in the rail. Once you do that, you're going to take these little pucks, washers, I'm going to put that up underneath it, and then put this bolt on it. Make sure you pull this metal bracket all the way forward to where it touches that little puck that you put in, so it'll be the right length. Tighten it down with a 15 mil. Now we're ready to roll it down, test to see how it fits, see if we need to adjust anything. Tying it in here. Oh, missed this up. Got a little lever to pull. Oh yeah, beautiful. You just go back through here, pull it. Look at that, perfectly lined up with the bed rail. Alright, let's test to see if the tailgate still shuts. Booyah. This thing's stuck, but that is a thing of beauty right there. Alright guys, y'all bear with me. You're probably going to get wrecked by the wind a couple times here in this outro. But dude, look at this freaking truck. Oh my gosh, dude. That thing turned out amazing. Better than I was even expecting. I knew it was going to look good, but dude, just the way this truck is set up, that just topped it off. I am so stoked. You just can't beat it for the price, the look, the utility. It's a must-have, dude. It is an absolute must-have, especially on your daily driver, which this is. Oh man, it's so useful being able to keep stuff in the bed, I'd say 99% dry. Sure, you might get a couple drops here and there in. Not 100% foolproof as far as my experience in the past, but keeps 99% out, almost foolproof. But be able to keep all your stuff in the bed rather than having it in the back seat of your cab or whatever, man, it is so nice. This thing is awesome. You see the weather stripping front and back. This is how you pull this. Flips it up, and you can roll it up. You got two guys right there where you can lock it in the rolled up position. It's just awesome, dude. I just love it, and it turned out amazing, better than I even had imagined in my head on this truck. I am stoked. That is so good, so good. So I'll have a link to it in the description if you want to go get one. Make sure it's for your specific truck, your specific bed length. This is a 21 with a 5.5 foot bed, but yours could be different, whatever. Just double check, don't buy the wrong one. Every truck could use this. I loved it on my 18 Silverado, loved it on my 21 Silverado. I'm gonna love it on this. I already do love it, but I know I'm gonna get some really good use out of it as well. Keeping stuff back there. Oh my God, dude, this blue is just out of control. I mean, it is literally just the best color ever in the sun. Most colors like get washed out, or like they just show all the swirl marks, or whatever the case in the sun. This thing loves it. More sun, the better. God, that Velocity blue though. But I'm gonna end the video off because I know y'all are probably getting wrecked by the wind. I'm trying to block y'all. I'm trying to block from the wind, but it's just out of control. We got some storms coming in tomorrow, and it's been blowing all day, even though it's absolutely stunningly beautiful today. 80 something degrees, like mid 80s, which is, goodbye winter. I'm gonna miss you probably. Already sweating. There's your little seal. So, yeah, dude. I'm stoked. Looks amazing. Super tight fit. Yeah, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. So, I'm gonna quit rambling. Hopefully y'all did enjoy. Comment down below. Let me know. I'll see y'all on the next one.